the story of AfricExpress. I founded the company because I wanted to give the world an avenue to do business with Africa, irrespective of where people are based. We came in to solve the problem of export, the export disparity between Africa and the rest of the world. I currently reside in the United Kingdom, which is quite a small island. And the United Kingdom actually does $470 billion in exports. $470 billion in exports. I thought that was amazing. And I thought that was impressive until I looked at the stats for Germany. Germany exports about $1.5 trillion worth of manufactured goods. I thought that I believe that was amazing. But I wanted to look at some other countries, some smaller countries. I looked at Belgium and Netherlands, that they export about $1.2 trillion worth of goods. You have the likes of Japan, which again, in size-wise, they are proportionally quite small. They export about $700 billion worth of goods. Italy, another quite small country, exports about $500 billion worth of goods. And then take a look at a country such as China. If you include Hong Kong, China exports about $3.5 trillion worth of goods. However, when I talk about exports, I cannot even start to mention what individual countries do in Africa. I'm forced to look at it at a continental level. And even with 54 countries across Africa, 1.2 billion people across Africa, about 600 million under the age of 25. 33% of the world's natural resources, 60% of the world's arable land, and the most favored location in the world. We, as a continent, only export $300 billion worth of goods. And this is mostly consisted of our natural resources and raw materials that we export to other nations to help them grow. I believe that this is all about to change. Africa is indeed the next frontier. Over the next 10 years, 10 to 20 years, I see a core paradigm shift. I see companies moving their manufacturing from China, from Malaysia, from the States to Africa. I see most of the goods being used all over the world, being made by Africa and Africans. And I see a scenario whereby AfricExpress.com is the avenue through which most of this trade is facilitated, or at least the gateway through which most people globally will have their first encounter with amazing products made in Africa. This will happen soon. And our goal as a company, and my personal goal actually, is to take Africa from $300 billion to $3 trillion in exports in the next 10 to 20 years. But I prefer the 10 years because I believe that we can do it. We can do what China did by taking their exports from $194 billion to $2.5 trillion in 20 years. I believe that we can do it in a shorter space of time because there is better technology. The world is better connected. Africa has more natural resources and indeed the workforce to make this happen. But what is our vision as AfricExpress? We see a scenario whereby the world, when they want to shop, when they want to buy goods, for example, the suit I'm wearing, which currently I'm forced to buy from Slater or TM Louis at a price of £300, for example, I would have the opportunity to buy from a vendor in Accra, Ghana, in Lagos, Nigeria, in Kenya, for a small fraction of the cost I would have spent here. AfricExpress is the avenue to make this transaction happen in a smooth and easy way. We also have plans for Africa internally. We see a future when Africans will do business with themselves. We see an increased trade, intra-African trade, from 13% today to at least 50%, which is the norm in other continents. We see intra-African trade happening on our africlocal.com platform very soon. Very soon. We also have plans to ensure that once you step your foot into Africa, you will have great ways, great transport systems available to you, especially when it comes to ride hailing. We will put our localized Afric taxi into your hands, into the hands of millions of people, and we will have the most efficient, the safest, and the best platform for ride hailing in Africa. And let's say you get to work and you are hungry. We see you ordering your food through AfricEat.com or through our application, which will give even the fast food restaurant, the suya man by the side of the road, the marketplace woman, the canteen. In Nigeria, we refer to them as mama puts. We will give them technology to enable them serve a broader spectrum of customers through our AfricEat.com platform. Through the same application, the market woman will be able to compete with ShopRite. The man that has a store selling bread by the side of the road will, with the power of technology, be able to list their products and inventory on AfricEat and have groceries delivered to you in minutes, in whichever city you are in Africa. Yes, I believe that the young people in Africa will solve the issue of electricity within the next 5 to 10 years. I believe that. However, if you are ever stranded and you need fuel or gas, we see you coming to AfricFuel for your fuel or gasoline needs. We see one platform serving you in multiple ways. We see you also on the same AfricExpress platform being able to watch movies through our Afric Films or Afric Movies movie platform. And for the easy flow of goods inside the continent and outside the continent, we see you making use of our AfricX logistics infrastructure, which will enable the easy aggregation of all the logistics infrastructure across the multiple value chains to enable the easy flow of goods around our continent and also to our friends all over the world. We see you paying for goods on our platforms and on other platforms through our integrated payment gateway system, AfricExpay. We see that becoming a key part of payments across the African region. We frankly believe that things like pharmaceuticals will be delivered through our platform. We believe that you'll be able to book for your flights on our platform. We believe that you will be able to make friends and socialize on the platform. We believe that AfricExpress is the super app of the African continent. And we truly believe that the youthful population of Africa can cause a quick turnaround of the narrative of Africa. And we are going to do everything that we can to help and accelerate this growth that is going to take place. We are seeking for talent, people who would like to build this future Africa with us. People with a laser focus, a servant leadership mindset, people who really, truly want to help Africa. We are looking for you. We will be seeking out for partnerships with amazing companies, such as Flutterwave, Paystack, M-Pesa, Iroko TV. We will be seeking for partnerships with amazing companies and amazing young people who are doing awesome things in the African continent. Africa is also seeking for investors who will partner with us to help us make this happen. I'll tell you a story or two. In the year 2000, Masayoshi of SoftBank invested $20 million in Alibaba. At a time that Alibaba, Jack Ma, did not have anything going for him. According to Masayoshi, there was no business plan even. But still, he believed and he invested. And this meant that Alibaba has turned that $20 million in investment into what is now worth about $200 billion. Tencent was another company. A company known as Naspers believed in their future and invested $32 million at the time. Today, that money is worth $249 billion. China has had its time. We are welcoming you to the future. The only place where you will have such amazing testimonials in the next 10 to 20 years will be in Africa. I know there's a lot of scrambling for Mars and other solar systems. But I believe that the true scramble, the place you want to put your billions, your millions, your thousands, the place you want to store it, the place you need to invest into for the next 10 to 20 years is Africa. And we welcome you to contact us for investment opportunities within the African continent. Investment opportunity in AfricExpress. We welcome you to dream with us, and we hope you can see the future that we see. Thank you.